Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Today, I would like to present about the incineration process in incineration topic. Before starting this presentation, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Haikal Ramadhana Akmal with student ID 2009. All right. Our case study about the air emission from combustion and incineration process insight into air quality and US EPA regulation. So this is my reference about the air emission from combustion and incineration process insight into air quality and US EPA regulation. Here, this is my reference. Next, we jump into the overview of incineration process. There is 4 points here. The first one is the thermal treatment of waste, the volume and toxicity reduction, energy recovery potential, and widely used waste management method. Incineration is a thermal treatment process used to reduce the volume and toxicity of waste material through high temperature combustion. It is widely applied in municipal, industrial, and hazardous waste management system. The process converts organic waste into ash, flue gas, and heat energy, which can be recovered from the energy generation. This makes incineration both a disposal and resource recovery method. Next is the principle of incineration. There is 4 points here. The first one is high temperature oxidation, conversion of organic matter, formation of flue, gas, and ash, and dependence of on oxygen and temperature. Incineration operates based on the high temperature oxidation of organic material, typically above 800 degrees Celsius. Well, this ensures the breakdown of complex compound into simpler gas and solid residue. Efficient combustion depends on the proper temperature, oxygen supply, and mixing condition. Incomplete combustion can lead to formation of harmful pollutant. Next is about the type of incineration system. There is 4 points. The first one is the municipal solid waste incineration. Second one is the industrial waste incineration. Next is the sewage sludge incineration, and the last one is medical waste incineration. Different incineration systems are designed based on the waste type, including municipal, industrial, and sewage sludge incineration incinerator. Each system has specific operational characteristics. For example, the industrial waste incineration system handle heterogeneous industrial waste, while the sewage sludge incineration focus on the sludge treatment. This variation influence the emission pattern and control strategies. Next is the waste type in incineration. The first one is plastic, second one is textile like polyester and cotton. Next is the paper and cardboard, and the last one is e-waste and tire. The various waste types are incinerated, including plastic, textile, paper, and e-waste, and also tire. Each type produces different emission characteristics during combustion. For instance, plastic and tire can generate high level of PAH and gaseous pollutant, while the e-waste release heavy metal and such as uh, uh, PB and zinc. Next is the combustion condition. The temperature range around 600 until 900 degrees Celsius. The oxygen is availability, residence time, and mixing efficiency. Combustion conditions such as temperature, oxygen supply, and residence time significantly influence the incineration efficiency. The high temperature promotes the complete combustion. The poor combustion condition may result in incomplete oxidation and fermenting of the pollutants such as CO, PAH, and also proper condition is essential. Next is the sewage sludge incineration, or SSI. Is the high moisture content waste, like complex composition, volume reduction, and energy recovery. The sewage sludge incineration is used to treat sludge from the wastewater treatment plant, which has a high moisture and complex composition. It is widely used disposal method. The process reduces the volume and toxicity while enabling the energy recovery. It is considered an effective the and mature waste treatment technology. Next is the characteristic of the sludge waste. There's 4 point here: the high moisture content, organic and inorganic component, presence of the high metal and variable composition. Sewage sludge contain organic matter, nutrient, heavy metal, and trace pollutant. It is composition vary depending on the source of the wastewater. This variability affect the composition, behavior, and emission characteristic, require careful process control and treatment strategies. Next, the air pollutant from incineration. There is 4 point of the air pollutant from the incineration. First one is particulate matter or PM. Next is acid gases such as SO2 and HCl. Next is nitrogen oxide and carbon monoxide. Incineration produces the various air pollutant including particulate matter, acid gas, and nitrogen oxide. These pollutants are generated during combustion process. The type and amount of the emission depend on the waste composition and operating condition. Effective control technology are required. Next, we jump into the heavy metal and toxic compound. There is 4 point here. The first one is heavy metal such as Pb, Cd, and Hg, and next is dioxin and furans. The third one is polycyclic and aromatic hydrocarbons. And the last one is persistent organic pollutants. Incineration can release heavy metal and toxic organic compounds such as dioxin, furan, and PEH. These pollutants are hazardous to human health. Heavy metal are not destroyed during combustion and may volatile into the flue gas and require advanced control system. Next is the particulate control technology. There is several control technology. The first one like the electrostatic precipitator, backhouse filter, high removal efficiency, and the capture of fine particle. Particulate matter is controlled using electrostatic precipitator and backhouse filter. The system can achieve removal efficiency greater than 99%. They are essential for capturing fine particles and associated pollutants such as heavy metal and dioxin in flue gas stream. Next is the acid gas control, including wet scrubber, dry and semi-dry scrubber, neutralization reaction, and use of the CaCO3, CaCO3, and CaOH2. The acid gases such as SO2 and HCl are controlled using scrubber system, including wet, dry, and semi-dry configuration. The system neutralizes the acidic component, the common reagent, including calcium-based compound, which react with the acid gas to form stable salt. System selection depends on the operating condition. Next is the NOx control technology, including the SNCR, selective non-catalyst reduction, SCR, selective catalytic reduction, combustion optimization, and flue gas recirculation. NOx emission are controlled using SNCR and SCR technology. This method reduces nitrogen oxide through the chemical reaction. SNCR is widely used due to lower cost, while the SCR provide high efficiency. Combustion optimizations also play an important role. Next is the control of the POPs and heavy metal, include the activated carbon injection, high temperature combustion, capture and in filter, and prevention of reformation. Persistent organic pollutant and heavy metal are controlled using activated carbon injection and high temperature combustion. This method reduces the toxic emission. Maintaining the high temperature prevents formation of dioxin, while the filter capture contaminant before release into the atmosphere. Next is the regulatory standard based on the USA Clean Air Act, emission limit for pollutant monitoring requirement, and MECT standard. Incineration systems are regulated under strict environmental standards such as US EPA Clean Air Act. This regulation set limit for the emission. The pollutant regulated include the PM, NOx, SO2, heavy metal, and also dioxins. Compliance require advanced control technology and monitoring system. So, for the conclusion, the incineration reduces the waste volume that can generate energy, produce emission required control, and APC system are essential. The, the incineration is the effective waste management method that reduces volume and enable energy recovery. It is widely used in modern waste treatment system. However, it produces significant air emission that must be controlled using advanced air pollution control technologies to ensure the environmental safety. So I think that's all for my presentation about the incinerator topic. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.